Hey Clashers, Supercell has just announced their newest game, Project Rise. That is pretty much the rename of Clash Heroes. That's right, Clash Heroes, the game got revamped and restructured, and it has a new name as well, which is now going to be Project Rise. The question though is this game any good? I think that's exactly what we should find out today with playing a little bit the pre-alpha, which means you were able to sign up for this, and well, I was able to get in there to make sure that we can test it and see how the game works. I would say, let's dive in to get our own conclusion to see how good this newest game of Supercell is going to look like. In this game, you're loading into a tower which has different floors, and you can just like go through them with overall playing with your teammates. Overall, it's like a 3-player game, which means I'm joined up with 2 other players, Fisherman and Valkyrie. So overall, like Clash characters. Let's see how we're going to do. I'm the archer, I'm the ranged character. I kind of like that quite a bit. Let's just use our abilities. So every character has like unique ability. For me, it's like a dash. And as well, some like auto arrows, I guess. Which means if I activate that, I get the option of like, well, making quite some damage. And getting some direct targets, I guess. I will show you in just a second as soon as the next enemies are somewhere. We can destroy those things as well to collect elixir, and with that you can then later upgrade your characters. As well, during the rounds as this one currently, you can as well then unlock and choose perks, which then for you and your team are making you stronger to make sure that you're getting further. On this one, what am I going for? What are we going for? To be honest, I don't even know, like too much reading at this point. We're not going into like what are the best things and everything, but yeah, like you can pick those perks for yourself, making sure that you're getting stronger so you can play better with your teammates together. Where the Fisherman is taking the last one, and with that we'll keep moving forward. As well, there should be some more opponents up there, which means just go there. So let's just use the arrow, and you can see like it's dealing some damage and targeting, auto-targeting those other troops. We're staying behind here. It seems like that they're just falling in there, which is kind of funny, to be honest. Wait, can we? No, we can't dash. How did the Valkyrie make that? Okay, you can destroy those. Okay, that makes sense. To be honest, that makes quite a lot of sense. So just move forward. There is some more elixir at the top side. I will just quickly show you. You can just destroy that, and with this elixir, you can then later on upgrade your characters outside of those rounds to make sure that, well, you're getting again stronger and make sure that you can get through those different floors better and quicker. Again, I want to highlight this is like really early access, which means like it's not even alpha, like it's really early into the development. So obviously it's more about like what people think about the gameplay, and I would love to hear your opinion as well. We get our next perks. What are we going for? I would just go for this. Maybe we're going to crit. I mean, I'm ranged, which means health recovery is not as important, I guess, because typically I should not take any damage with like staying behind the Barbarian and the Valkyrie. But sometimes it's quite nice when you have this health regeneration overall. So I take that any day. I take that any day of the week. But yeah, as I said, like it's still really early into the development of this game, and they just want to hear like what people think, especially after, well, it's kind of like the new version of Clash Heroes to some degree, and yeah, want to see what people have done out of this. Wait a second. So the Valkyrie's already on the top right. No, wait, the Fisherman is on the top right side. How did he get there? I will try to get there as well. Let's run, let's run, let's run, let's run. Let's dash. We're joining up with our team. Let's just get this one. That's like the next thing. Obviously, you could rush all of those different levels, but as well, then you're missing out on some elixir, which means in the end, you're getting through the different floors, but you're not really getting any stronger than for the later stages, right? Like, that's the thing here. That dash went into the complete wrong direction. My bad. And now, always at the end of each floor, you have like this boss fight. So as soon as the last player is getting in here, now we have the boss fight happening. So we have a Mega Knight there. We have some smaller troops. Let's see how difficult this is going to be. Our Fisherman is already really low on hit points, so we have to be careful and maybe revive him. Because at the top left, you can see as well, we have some feathers, which means that those are there then to make sure that you can revive your teammates and everything. But now I can as well revive him with just staying in this circle. As long as I don't leave it or get pushed out of it, we should be fine. Should be good to go. I will just stay in here so I can revive him. And with that, we don't have to invest one of those feathers, which is like just for safety purposes, right? And with that, the boss is going down. So overall, it's not the hardest thing just yet. It's like not really about like balancing and obviously those stuff. It's all about the gameplay. And to be honest, I quite like it. I would say I like it quite a lot. I will put some more gameplay in the background because I would like to talk about my kind of conclusion for the early stages of this game, because I think I like it quite a bit. I think it's overall a really cool game. It's a fun concept. I'm not sure, as I said earlier, if it's going to be a huge positive thing that you have to play with 2 others together. I like the multiplayer games, but obviously I know that not maybe everyone always has some 2 friends available to play with them. So I'm not sure how that is going to be received, if there's going to be single player options and such. But as well, to me, the most important thing is going to be how the monetization works. And that, to me, is, especially in the current times, a really, really hot topic. Because with Clash of Clans, that has already changed over the last couple of months quite a lot. I mean, currently, you could argue the game is as much pay to win as it has never been before, right? With equipments and everything around it. So that is a huge, huge part, in my opinion. And even the newest game, Squad Busters, which in the core gameplay, I think it's quite fun. To me personally, it's a bit too random, but just the mechanic of those keys is, to me, just too much pay to win. And I think that's the one key thing for everyone. Everyone has to kind of decide for themselves if a game is getting too much pay to win or not, because obviously there is different level of pay to win in general, right? And Squad Busters for me did not hit the mark, in my opinion. For this game, we have no clue yet how the future exactly looks like, but that's something which to me is a really big, important thing, because gameplay-wise, I would say it's a lot of fun. It's really, really cool running around with the Clash characters and yeah, having those different abilities, joining up, getting those, you could call it dungeons, I think, to some degree as well, taking down those dungeons with friends, with other players online, and I think there is a lot of potential within this game. The same feeling I have about like Moko, which is another game from Supercell currently, but again, it's coming down to this, yeah, to overall how they set up overall the monetization. I feel like that is, especially in the current time, really, really, really important. And I think Supercell so far has, in some games, missed the mark a little bit. So I hope that they're going to improve on that and don't destroy a really fun concept with that. But I have to say, what I have seen so far, both thumbs up. But what do you think? I mean, that's now the important thing as well, because I feel like the devs as well would love to know what the community feedback is, and what you think. Should there be maybe bigger teams? Should there be only solo player? Like, what is your impression on the game so far? I would love to read that. Obviously, collecting the feedback then of yours to give it to the developers. And thank you so much for watching. I will see you guys back tomorrow, back to Clash of Clans with a video. Until then, see ya and bye-bye.